Welcome back to What Arty Noobs with General Disturbance. This is a 50TP Tyszkiewicza. It's a tier 9 Polish heavy tank. It's located on the northwest spawn of Empire's border, and it's under the command of Captain Ashstorm. And this is the third to last out of all the videos we've got waiting for him. Well, the Tyszkiewicza is armed with a 13cm gun, and the Tiger 1 just shot at him in the back. Absolutely no reason for doing that whatsoever. That's disgusting, and he's done it again. What an idiot. Well, we'll highlight that guy's name so that everyone knows who he is. That's his name. That's the guy, and he's a troll. So if you have a mod which actually tells you which guys are trolls, yep, that's the one. Well, anyway, he's armed with a 13cm gun, which is capable of doing 560 alpha, but it does have a long reload, 12.5 seconds. And look at the whole rear of his tank. Thank goodness there's no team damage, because otherwise he would have been out of the game already. The Tyszkiewicza never actually existed, but it is a very, very tough heavy tank. You can see with that rounded turret, it's going to be very difficult for any enemy to penetrate it, unless, of course, they go for that cupola, which is fairly prominent. But there's two of them. The one on the right is much more prominent than the one on the left with the machine gun. So actually aim for the bigger one, not for the smaller one. He's going to get over the rise, but who's going to be waiting for him? Looks like a King Tiger capture's just around the corner, but the enemy does have a lot of heavy tanks. King Tiger captured first, and he didn't pen him with the first shot. That should have gone straight through his front plate, and it didn't. He's loaded in the premium this time. It's got the same alpha, but 303mm of penetration, so he should go straight through these guys. No doubt about that at all, if he gets it in the right spot. Well, cupola? No, he bounced another one off us, didn't hit the right spot. This guy's pulling out, and he takes a round for 569, which is a high roll. But he did take a round for 211, and the Arty's active as well. That was a near miss, that shot. He didn't suffer any damage, but he did get stunned. Oh, no, this is a serious problem now. Go for the cupola. Yeah, no problem with that one at all. The T95's cupola is the obvious weak spot, and with an APCR round, it's just going to go straight through. And the amount of damage you do with just one shot, oh, go for the side. Yes! But he did take another round. This time, it was a direct hit from the M12, and he did have to burn his first aid kit. Okay, he's going for another one on Tiger 2. Bounced around off the top, but this time you're going to hit. Yep. 537, which is a low roll. I can't believe that. 537 and it's a low roll. Yes, because it's 560 alpha. Incredible, isn't it? That's why this tank's so good. That gun is really, really epic. Okay, King Tiger captured. Hiding behind the rock. Just checking to see where the T95 has gone. I think he can deal with the Tiger 2 first. Tiger 2 is very reluctant to pop out. In fact, actually, the King Tiger capture is reluctant to come out now. But he's got to worry just in case that T95 decides to turn around. So he's going to actually get this guy's ass. That's it. Doesn't need to worry about that guy anymore. There goes the King Tiger captured. And just the Tiger 2 now. And he's almost loaded. Still going to take 2 shots. Gets the first one in. Tiger 2 knows he's got a chance to get some damage. Well, he gets this in the tracks, but it's not going to be for long because you are going to be out the game very, very momentarily. Here we go. Say goodnight. Yep, he's out. And he only put a round into our tracks again, but this time the S-51 hit us with a near miss. Only 58 hit points, but the M12 got a much closer hit for 140. In fact, it's Arty who seems to be having much more success in hitting us than the heavy tanks. And I think Captain Ashstorm suddenly realised they're actually at threat of losing their cap. because there's a number of enemy heavy tanks headed this way, or rather headed to the cap area. And despite the fact that he's wanting to take this shot on the Type 61, no, I'd head straight back to your own cap now, because otherwise they're going to get overrun. They've only got 2 Arty, a tank destroyer and a Centurion to fend off a Carnarvon, a VK-101 PNIS, a Centurion 71, a Scorpion, an AMX 5100. Yes, it is 5100. So Captain Ashstorm coming to the rescue. He's the cavalry on the way to help out the homesteaders, you might say. I'm not being indifferent to the fact that the Indians are only trying to tell these people to go away from their territory. I wonder how many of his teammates are going to be left alive at the cap when he gets there. Oh, it's a Yak Tiger that's defending. That's a tier 9 tank destroyer with a massive 128mm gun. The Centurion 71's a good tank as well. In fact, it's a very good tank indeed. It looks like they're holding the enemy up, but they are now numerically at a disadvantage. In fact, it's only 3 tanks now. They managed to claw one back. And I think the guy that we left behind, oh, the Indian Panzer's just been wiped out. So we've now got the problem of enemies coming up from the other flank as well. And I think it was a good decision for Captain Ashstorm to come back to his cap, because if he'd actually left it and these guys had been incapable of defending, the game would have been over with a loss very, very quickly indeed. But now he's going to take out these guys. And he gets hit in the rear by a GW Panther. Now, I'm wondering if that was his own guy. I think it might have been. I'm pretty sure that was his own guy. Hit him in the back. Well, that one definitely went home, but it was a low roll. And that GW Panther is about to die to the Type 61. So I don't think we'll be turning around to help him, because he shot us in the back. Okay, 45 TP, gone. And I think it's at this point that Captain Ashstorm turns around and ends the life of that Type 61. If the Centurion will get out the way. Okay, he's dealt with that threat from the other corner, taking out the VK-101P. Now we've just got to kill the Type 61. Unfortunately, we lost the Yak Tiger. And, well, the Centurion is blocking us from shooting these enemy, but unfortunately, the Scorpion hit us. Quite a big hit. We're reloading, using the wreck for cover at the moment, but next shot should take out the Centurion 71 or the Type. There goes the Type. And this is uncalled for. The 7-1 is pushing us forward into enemy fire. I've seen a lot of trolls in this game so far, and that Centurion 71 is doing the same. So not only have we got the Tiger 1 as a troll, the GW Panther as a troll, but we've now got that Centurion 71 acting as a troll as well. Now I suspect that he was probably trying to do that to Captain Ashstorm simply because he wanted the kills for himself, and he was annoyed that Captain Ashstorm got them instead. But it was right for Captain Ashstorm to do it, simply because he had more hit points than the Centurion. And oh my god, if you've seen in chat, it's ridiculous. He's telling his teammate to go kill the enemy Arty. In fact, actually he said kill the clickers. But, I mean, he is an Arty player himself, Captain Ashstorm, so I'm a bit surprised he uses that term, which is a derogatory term. When he got tracked there, that was from the M12. Both enemy Arty appear to be quite good players, although they've got no kills at the moment, they have been fairly accurate. The Centurion is staying behind at our cap. In fact, actually, he's just going up there to sit up there at the moment. No, he is actually going around. So I suppose he's leaving the Centurion to Captain Ashstorm. I think that enemy Centurion is not there anymore. He's gone. I think he may have gone through the gates, realising that it was Captain Ashstorm who was coming this way. Probably thought better of actually dealing with that 13cm gun, because it is such a heavyweight. And the Centurion's making our Centurion is making his way up the hill on the long circuitous route to get to the enemy cap area. Yes, see, he actually, the Centurion one, if you see that, he actually uses some fairly rude words and called Captain Ashstorm a camper. Not in the slightest. Captain Ashstorm actually went with the main assault force down to the south end of the map, but had to turn around and come back because he felt the cap was about to get overrun. Now, I think Captain Ashstorm is assuming that the enemy is going to be through these gates. The GW Panther is calling them both noobs together. And the 7-1 is telling him to shut up. In not so many words. I think this is ridiculous. No way is Captain Ashstorm a camper. He has been actively involved in the battle at all stages. He came back to stop the enemy getting an easy win by base capping. He also disposed of quite a few enemies, disposed of 4 in total. And the Centurion, well, I suppose he might be angry that he didn't get the chance to get a top gun. But of course he still has the opportunity to get both a top gun and of course a Pascucci's medal if he can kill both the enemy Arty. Captain Ashstorm already has a high caliber potentially, but he might not get it actually. It all depends. It all depends on who else has been scoring high. That Centurion 7-1, you see, he might have done enough damage to get a high caliber on his own. 5 kills to him. But certainly, we'll have a look at the identity of that Centurion 7-1, the Tiger 1, and the GW Panther at the end of the game and find out who they really are, because all 3 of them have acted like trolls. And there's the Centurion, he's just over the ridgeline now. There's the Arty. One has tried and failed. Now Captain Ashstorm needs to get both in order to get a Pascucci. Nice hit, takes a round from the Centurion. Falls back to reload. Now if he can get the both Arty, he will get a top gun. Trouble is he can't afford to shoot the Centurion 1 and let the Arty shoot him in the side. And if he tries to shoot at the Arty, the Centurion will shoot him in the side. So he's in a bit of a predicament here. And here comes the Centurion. He's actually solving the problem, because he's easy to hit when he does that. And he's bouncing rounds now. And Arty can't get a shot on him because he's round the corner. But he can get a shot on this Centurion. Right into the engine bay. Tracks him. 176. But the Centurion is approaching closer and closer because he knows that Captain Ashstorm's got a long reload. Okay, he's locked on. Auto aim now. Yep. One more shot and that guy's going to be out the game. He goes for the ram. Can't get all of the hit points. But next shot will do the necessary. Go for it. Yes. And now all he has to do is kill the enemy Arty. And they're not waiting. They're coming towards him. They must know that he's unloaded. But here we go. The gun shield is part of the hitbox. And he's taken that guy out to get his top gun. And if he kills the last one, he gets a Pascucci's medal as well. And 7 kills. We're in the last minute. Here you go. Just the gun shield. That's all you need. Yes! And a bit of justice there for all those shots that guy fired, which were very accurate shots, and damaged Captain Ashstorm's tank. Let's have a look at the end of battle stats. And it's an ace tanker for Captain Ashstorm in the 50TP Tyszkiewicza. He managed to get, in fact, this is his first ace tanker because he's got the scrolls underneath. You only get that the first time. He got a fire effect for doing more damage than the hit points to his own vehicle, a duelist for taking down 2 tanks who damaged him, a hand of God for surviving the battle, having received damage from 4 different enemies, as well as a number of his own team who kept firing at him, even though he was an active player and was helping them to win this game. In fact, he was carrying them to win this game. He also got a bruiser medal for getting at least 5 critical hits. In this one, he managed to get 12. And here's the epic medals and the battle hero medals. He managed to get a Pascucci's medal, which is an epic medal. He killed 2 enemy SPGs right at the end. He got the high caliber for dealing the most damage in the game. That's a battle hero medal. A top gun for getting at least 6 kills. That's another battle hero. And a steel wall for blocking the most damage in the game. And that's a battle hero as well. Win 8 was 8,646, which is Super Unicum standard. And you can just see the sheer number of targets that he struck in that game. Yes, he was by no means a camper. So why they were calling him a camper, I really don't know, because they must be idiots for trying to insinuate that Captain Ashstorm wasn't playing the game, that he was sitting back at the cap and doing nothing. Absolute idiots. In fact, I really do. I do actually have something interesting to tell you. The Centurion 7-1 who insulted Captain Ashstorm actually did get more damage, but he must have been disqualified from getting the high caliber because of probably because he shot one of his own teammates, or because he accidentally or would have damaged Captain Ashstorm in one of his actions. And it might have been when he pushed him out into enemy fire that the system recognised it. But he had 6,265 hit points of damage. Captain Ashstorm only had 5,700. But Captain Ashstorm was the one who got the high caliber, and this guy was disqualified. And when it came to kills, Captain Ashstorm's got the highest number again, 7 kills to him, 5 kills to the idiot in the Centurion 7-1, and 4 kills to the Type 61 player on the enemy team. When it came to base XP, Captain Ashstorm got that one as well, 1,509 base to him, 1,469 went to the idiot, and 784 went to the GW Panther idiot as well. Yes, that's one of the trolls. That's another troll. So shall we find out what their real identity is? We'll just check this by looking up their name and seeing if it pops up with the same name or if it was a anonymized account. Well, no, that's not an anonymized account. That's the name of the player who was disqualified in the Centurion 7-1. So we know that that guy is a troll, and he'll be added to the troll list. Here's the next one. The next troll is this guy, Graydon Blitz. Is that his real name? Yes, Grey Docks Blitz actually is his real name. But this guy is another troll. He actually shot Captain Ashstorm in the back when he was trying to defend the corner against the enemy tanks that were coming on. Yes, so he should be regarded as a troll. He didn't say sorry or in any way. If he had accidentally shot his own teammate, then he would have apologised for it, but he didn't. So I think he actually meant to do it to Captain Ashstorm. So again, that's another troll. And where's the third troll? Well, it's this guy here, the Tiger 1. Yes, the guy who shot him repeatedly at the start of the battle. And that's his real name, Crop. And it was renamed by support 3339. So obviously this guy, I'm not sure if that's a renamed. Oh no, it's actually a clan of people who were renamed by support. So obviously they chose a name which was offensive, and obviously they were forced to be renamed by Wargaming as a result. And he joined the clan of people who were renamed. So Croup, I think that's CR0000P, is a troll as well. So let's have a look at the rest of the details, and we'll go to the end screen. 21 shots fired, 19 direct hits, 14 penetrations. That's not the act of somebody who's actually camping. 3 splash damage as well. Damage of 5,700 hit points, all of it at close range. He received 13 hits from the enemy. 5 of them penetrated, 7 non-penetrations, and 8 hits by way of splash damage. one of which was from his own Arty shooting him in the back, and the rest were from the enemy Arty who was desperately trying to kill him and actually doing quite well. 1,970 hit points of damage blocked by armour. He spotted one enemy vehicle, damaged 10 of the enemy, killed 7, and did 306 hit points of damage assistance. He also managed to get 3 capture points right at the end of the game. On a premium account, he earned 77,010 credits from the game, and after repair, ammunition, resupply and consumables, he actually made a loss of 27,115 credits. I think that's 15. Could be a 16, but my eyesight in my old age is getting bad. It's 16 actually. And he also picked up, and that loss, by the way, was because he was firing a lot of premium rounds during the game. He also got 4 bonds for the game. 2,263 XP times 2 for the first victory, 4,528 for completing the mission and events, and took away 9,055 experience points altogether. So certainly, I think you can easily say that the Centurion 7-1 should be condemned because he pushed Captain Ashtorm out into open fire. The GW Panther should be condemned for shooting Captain Ashtorm in the back. And the Tiger 1 for doing exactly the same for absolutely no reason whatsoever. These people probably just don't realise that actually shooting your own teammate in the back disqualifies you from getting a high caliber medal. Now, although I don't know what actually happened to Captain to the Centurion, we can see that he actually did die. In fact, actually, was he actually shot by somebody else? I think he was. According to this, he was shot by Car 99, and that was the S-51. So yes, he did come back to try and kill the enemy Arty, and they killed him instead. So I think there's a bit of poetic justice in that somehow, that the Arty actually managed to get one of the trolls. Well done. If you enjoyed that replay, and it was quite an eventful one, please give this video a like and do subscribe to our channel, please. And thanks for watching.